press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, we are going to continue with the lesson Management of Business. That is the first chapter in business studies. So what we had done in the previous class was the meaning of management and a few definitions and what Henry Fayol has given on principles of management, isn't it? We studied division of work, authority and responsibility and discipline. So in today's class we are going to continue with the principles of management given by Henry Fayol, and then we will deal with the functional areas of management, how much ever we can take it on today. I hope you have read what we had discussed in the previous class. One or two definitions, I think J.L. Haynes has the most easiest definition for you. I think you can study that because one of the definitions is enough for what you have to write down. Alright, so we will move on with principles of management today with beginning with the fourth point in your text, page number 140, unity of command. So he has given this and we are going to start with the fourth point. Okay, this is the continuation. So I'm writing it as the fourth point so that you don't get confused. So what does he say in the fourth point? He says unity of command. Okay, unity of command. Now what is unity of command? There is one superior or one head. So all the employees are getting orders from the superior. That is the only unity of command. That is, one person has all the power of giving orders, commanding to all his subordinates. Now this is the boss. Okay, he is the boss. Now under the boss there are so many people. Okay, under this person is the boss. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 people. Let's see 5 people. Now what is unity of command is, this boss has the right or has the full unity of commanding to all his other people. Now these people may be having, this person may be having two people under them. Okay. The boss orders these 5 people and then this person orders the next 2. So he is having unity of command. He becomes the superior. Whereas for him the superior is the boss. That is unity of command. Alright. So superior gives the order or the boss gives the order. Whoever is in the highest position in the organization or institution. Next is unity of direction. Okay, unity of direction. Now join it with the same point as unity of command. Unity of direction meaning, now the boss has a plan. Okay, the boss says we are going to do some social service in the next week. That is, we are going to distribute some books and stationery and we will give a 3-time meal to the students, children who don't have all these basic needs. We'll provide them clothes, okay. We'll buy some certain new clothes, one for each child, one pair of clothes for each child, maybe one certain books, certain stationery, and we'll give them food. This is the plan of the boss. Now what he tells these 5 people that you will have to plan out everything. One has to plan, one has to bring the things, one has to pack. So you distribute. So all the activities that are done, okay. Now what is the activity? The activity is doing social service, giving children some necessary things that they need. Everybody is having only one objective, one goal, that is helping those children there. So when there is one goal, there is distribution of work, that is unity of direction. Who is giving the direction? The boss gives the direction to the 5 people here. The 5 people then give directions to the other people who are there. Alright? Now basically understand what's the same thing I told it in very simple method for you, yet understand what's written in your text. Each group has an activity, okay? Now this person has the activity of making a blueprint or whatever things are needed. Next group B has the responsibility of buying those stationeries. These have buying clothes and clothes. This group has preparing meals and this group has executing it. That is on that day looking after so that everything goes smoothly. So people are involved in doing different kind of activities, yet they have the same goal. Okay, everybody has the same goal, that is helping those children over there. So that is unity of direction. One person is giving the direction, others are also giving direction, but for one purpose and one goal. The next one is subordination of individual interest to general interest. Okay. Now subordination of individual interest to general interest. Now understand this here. All these 5 people, I'm sorry. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there are people over here. Okay, so many people are there. Now what is subordination of individual interest to general interest? Now when they have planned that they will help the children. Now this person over here may have his own ideas. This person here has his own ideas. He has his own interest. Maybe this person is working on bringing clothes, but this employee is very good in cooking and he wants to do the meals there. So whatever individual interest is there, all are put together. Okay, all are put together, and whoever is interested in doing anything is brought out for a general purpose, for one purpose. Now I may be good at, I may be talented in something, okay, you may be talented in something. So whatever, if I am good at dance, okay, or singing or drawing, now think I'm good at drawing. So I will be given the responsibility of maybe making some cards for those children, or making something that is creative for those children. Now if somebody is good at maybe entertaining or singing, they will have a cultural program for them. So this is how self-interest, whatever interest is there, is also put into the purpose of the organization to bring out a certain purpose, to bring out one certain goal that is needed. Alright, but when this is happening, individual interest should not go above the general interest. General is everybody, common goal. Now individual is one person each. So individual interest should minimize and general interest should maximize. Okay, that is, I am interested in drawing, yes. I am interested in singing, yes, or dancing or whatever, or speaking like this. I am interested in it, but that I should not take my interest to be very great there, but I should mingle with people, I should deal with the group and then contribute a little to whatever I can do. Alright, so that's a subordination of individual interest to general interest. Now individual interest should not be blocked by any organization or any company, because if your interest is suppressed, then you feel low and then you will not be able to contribute well to the other interests that your company is trying to deal with. Alright, that is the 6th point. Let's move on to the 7th point. remuneration remuneration of personnel. Okay, understand the difference of two words, personnel and personal. Okay, two words. This is personal and this is personnel. Okay, don't pronounce it in the same way. Personnel and personal. All right. So personnel is something very close to us. Okay, basic meaning. Personnel are your employees or people who are working for you. Now, remuneration of personnel is pay them properly for how much ever work they have done. Okay, that is, now if somebody is working for 9 or 10 hours, take 10 hours. Okay, for example, and if you take if he has to get paid, now if they are taking on what is that, hour basis, okay, hour basis, okay, for 10 hours certain amount should be set. For 1 hour so much, for 2 hours so much. So he or she must be paid according to the level of job and according to the condition on which the employee is working. Payment should be very fair, and it should give maximum satisfaction to the employees, because remuneration is like giving a reward for what you have done. Okay, I'm giving my time, I'm giving my energy, I'm giving many things for the institution, for the organization, and in return they are giving me a reward of remuneration or payment, okay, or salary that is there. So it has to be given. They should not be given like one set of group should not be given low, the other group should not be given high. But for how much ever work they have done, they will have to be rewarded. Next is centralization. Okay. Now centralization and unity of command can go together. Centralization is too many people don't talk, okay, at the same point. We face that situation, isn't it? We get so many news from many people everywhere, but there is no one single person who will tell you the proper news. There is no single person who will tell you, single authority who will tell you, okay, this is what is there and this is what has to be done, or this is the way that we are going to implement things. No. 100 people are talking, you don't know whom to believe. So centralization is one authority. Okay. Now the boss. If there are 4 people here, 4 people are telling 4 different things to these people here. These people tell another 4 different things to the people below them. Now what is going to happen? A lot of confusion, a lot of misunderstanding. What is to be done here? No, this person told me this person told like that, this person. Whereas this boss has not told anything what the second boss has said. So second boss and the first boss don't know what they have told the other. So that centralization is needed, where there is one authority, one single person who tells you properly what is needed. Our society is functioning in that way, where there is no kind of centralization, isn't it? People are talking, people are listening, people are doing their own ways. Nobody is having a proper authority where they say, okay, this is defined, this is the way we will have to work. No, nobody is there. Yet centralization is very important. Okay. Then is a scalar chain. Okay, scalar chain. Now scalar chain is this chart. Okay, this chart that I have put down for you is scalar chain. That is, there should be delegation of work. There should be division of work. Do you think the boss alone can run the whole organization? No, it's not possible, isn't it? So you will have to divide the work. There should be one top authority. Then there should be, now if you take the educational institution, okay, there is the head, okay, who is managing. Next comes the principal, then the vice principal, then maybe the directors, okay, whatever hierarchy is there in each institution, and then the teachers and followed by students. So there is a hierarchy, there is a chain, there is a connection, isn't it? The person on the top is telling. Now this is the boss. These are maybe managers. Okay, these are just freshers who have just started, maybe training, people who are just getting trained, okay, or interns who are working. So managers are sitting here. Managers are controlled by the boss. Boss gives his information to the managers. Managers in turn communicate it to whoever they are responsible for. Now, whatever responsibility they have should be properly defined. Now, if you and I are the boss of the company, okay, we are heading, okay, we are the managers of the company, you should know what kind of responsibility you are looking for, okay, and I should know what I should work on. I cannot be doing your work, you cannot be doing my work. So we have to divide our responsibilities properly so that we can focus on what we have to do. So that what you focus on what you want to do and focus on what I have to do. You cannot be interfering in what I do, nor can I interfere in what you do. So when we delegate work, that is when we divide work, it goes more smoothly and it functions very easily. So that is scalar chain. Equity. Equity is fair treatment, no partiality. Okay, fair treatment, maybe when you're giving them certain basic needs that are there, maybe giving them staying allowances, maybe giving them accommodation to stay, all right, and having an attitude that is very understanding, caring and loving, so that your employees are satisfied by working with you, working for you, okay, or working by your side. So what is important? Giving them the respect that they need in their own terms. Everybody is important. Now in an organization, if these people are not there, the workload is on the managers, okay. Then if one or two managers are not there, okay, these two are not there, then work that is there for manager 4 and manager 5, 1, 2, 3 has to do it, alright. So that is how when you give the responsibilities, you must leave it to them. They will do it in a certain way. They have their responsibility, isn't it, for their work. So they will do it. That is how they should have a cooperative authority or cooperative attitude among their employees, because nobody are children there. Everybody are grown-up adults, isn't it, who are working. So everybody knows their terms or conditions. Everybody knows their own way of working. That is equity. Stability of security to personnel. Next point. Stability of security to personnel. Now, stability of security of personnel is, stability is, that is, you are not wavering, okay, you are not fluctuating. That is, you are still, you are stable, you know what you are doing. Now, you are standing still, okay, you are stable in your own way. Now, I am moving my hand, I am doing certain actions, whereas if I stand like this, I am stable, okay. So even in an organization or even in an institution, there needs a stability. That is, there should be certain way where they should provide security to their employees. Now, it cannot be like you call them for work and then in 2 months you tell them to leave without any reason. So that is not acceptable, okay, that is not acceptable. You will have to give them certain reasons for why you don't want them. There is a certain kind of procedure, there is a certain kind of communication that has to happen. Nobody can be just thrown out of the job, nobody can be just told to leave, okay. In that case, security has to be given where people are safe where they are working, alright. Now if there is instability, now stability opposite instability, that is lack of stability, then it causes a bad name to the institution, it causes a bad name to the organization, both for the employee and the employer. Okay, what do people, will general picture in the society come? Okay, there is nobody who is going to stay there in the workplace, so it's better not to go and work with them. Okay, it's better not go and work with them. But then the person who is employing will not get any employees. Okay, employer is who is giving you a job, employee is who is working with them. Now people will not come to work, then they will have to shut down. Shut down with what? Shut down with a bad name that's coming to them. Okay. Now they shouldn't keep on changing people all the time, because everybody who is starting fresh, everybody who comes new will take time to understand what's happening in and around their workplace, or will take time to understand what are the certain rules and regulations of the certain organizations or certain institutions. And only then, when the person starts to realize, and if you tell them to leave, then that's the bad sign of the employer. Because if you have not understood the quality of, or if you have not understood the talent of that person, then as an employer you have failed. Okay, so that's how they shouldn't be doing it, and they should give security. So the 12th one is initiative. Okay, now initiative is I am taking the chance, or I am taking an opportunity to do something. Now if the management, okay, if the person's heading there, they have a way of dealing with things, okay, they put it out to their, now go back to that example of helping those children. When the manager or the boss has said, we are going to do this, okay, how many of you will like to contribute to it, or how many will like to help us out? That time maybe this person tells, okay, I can give you 500 rupees. The next person, I can give you 1000 rupees. So they are taking the initiative, they are taking an opportunity to help, they are taking a chance so that they can be a part of whatever is happening in their company. All right. So now the management who is there, they will have to think on different plans, or they have to, now that is one plan. Helping children is one plan, one initiative that they have taken. Second initiative maybe is keeping the environment clean. Okay, maybe helping some social service groups. All right, or maybe taking an initiative to teach children on weekends, teach them basic English or basic languages, basic math, okay, little craft, little cultural areas. All right, maybe teaching them little things which will help them, or skills. So what are they doing? They are taking an initiative out of their way. They are going out of their way to do something for those children. Or maybe they are sponsoring a meal once in a week for an orphanage, okay, or an old age home. So that's an initiative that they take. All right, so that's initiative. Next is 13th one, that is e-spirit de corps. E-spirit de corps. Now e-spirit de corps is based on the principle of unity in diversity. So now when they had planned to give that or help those children, do you think the boss alone can do? No, he needs unity. He has unity of command, but there are diverse people there. There are people of different ideas. There are people who are understanding different things. When each one of them is contributing there, what happens? There is unity, there is teamwork that is there. And e-spirit de corps also emphasizes or is based on the principle of unity in diversity, yet it focuses on team spirit, the value of having a team. Now if you have to play football or cricket or any other game that is a group game, will you be able to play without the other players in the group? No. You will have to distribute who is playing what, who has to play, who knows which technique the best. So that's how you divide, isn't it? Without your team, there is no diversity, there is no unity in the team there, then you will fail or you will lose the game. So that's how teamwork is needed. And another aspect that is important here is communication that is there. Now example, you're playing volleyball, okay, and among your teammates or your team players, you are not communicating and you're playing on your own. What is that happening there? It's making you lose points for what you had to get. In case you're communicating, players are communicating, you take here, you do this, you do that, okay. There is a sense of understanding or division of work that is done, okay. I will help you in this if this is not happening, but you take the role there. So there is distribution properly, and that leads to the chances of you winning more. All right. So that is e-spirit, the crux. Now we'll stop at the students today. Functional areas of management we'll deal in the next class. Okay. We can finish it in one whole lot that we have to discuss. Now if I begin, then you will get confused with what is going to come next. So these are the principles of management given by Henry Fayol. Now make a chart or club those points. Certain points are similar, okay. You can write it in your own words if you understand the concept. So that is what I wanted to tell you in this class, students. Read how much we have finished and get ready for the next part that we are going to deal, that is functional areas of management. All right, students, thank you very much for listening. We shall meet soon.